hi there, friends. This is Creating Nightmares, and today we're going to create a new nightmare with the next part of Hooked on You. I know I started with the Huntress route. We did the race route, which honestly, so cute. So we're actually going to be going in with the wrong thing. We're going to go back in with, and because we've seen a lot of this stuff already, we're going to be skipping a good chunk of it. We wake up on a beach. We hack up a lung. We find a head. Dig up the face. We have a coin. We have a coin, people. So, my friend Viz, and I doubt she's saying this, but hi Viz, really likes Trapper. Ugh, look at her. Goddess. She'll be the next one I completely finish the route for. I did your route last time. You were a treat. Honestly, she's pretty cute, although the bottoms of her swimsuit really bug me. I'm not a fan, but my friend is, so I'm gonna figure out what your route is like. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy and a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental. It's just the energy. So many competing feelings. Hello? There are weird days and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up. I am getting messages. This is stupid. Cut. Back. I can't get back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, seeing it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you silently, observing your unsportsmanlike shame. You must be wondering, have you ever even seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not soccer. What a dork. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Rafe looking at you from the corner of your eye. I had to turn down the music. If you want to see this, check out the first parts of this game that I played. Look, it's best to just go what Trapper says when he says it. It's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who's always seems to be fresh blood on their hands. I actually want to get to a point where I can save the game, and then I can just go back to that part multiple times over to get all the endings. Okay. Here, I think. Can I choose here? Oh, I should have saved right before this. Ugh. That means in the next part we'll have to do all this again. But that's fine. So we want to go to the yacht. How about the yacht? Perfect. You obviously have a weakness of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on for just one moment. This is Dwayne and Claudette. They don't want to be here. Pardon me, follow us. Hey, narrator. Do they want to leave? Yeah, probably. Okay, cool. Is there a way to go back? Like, no, I want to go back. Fine. Trapper is pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things. Unfortunately though, this means these uncouth heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure to help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial hook. I thought that said genital. Anyway, as the guest of honor, you can choose an appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served? Beef carpaccio, veggie hummus, something, and is that French? I can't choose. Thank you, but I would never presume to order for you. I just didn't know which one would be a good choice, so I just said that and figured if I had to try again, I would. And obviously, you know what's best to order. Yes, obviously. We'll be having escargot and a white wine sauce. In the words of Brandon Ferris, a chewy fart. A chewy, slimy fart. Suck up. If you can't even pick your own food, you certainly can't hunt for it. Oh, she doesn't like me now! Pay her no mind. Stay in my good graces and you'll never want for anything except more. Survivors, care for our guests. survivors arrive at Trace of Blues, everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy. Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? What you can get is lost. Now. Because I'm trying to win Trapper over and he seems like a dick, so I'm gonna pick dick options. Trapper snickers at your casual abuse of these lowly survivors. I guess when you got a bunch of giant meat hooks shoved through your skin, you form a special kind of relationship with pain. Dwight wipes a tear. He should have known better than to talk to the likes of you. Oh no! Now that the help is gone, the killers. You know, killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? Oh no, that last punch. I'm staying with the killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except for Wraith, he seems to be studying the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Oh no! We were lovers in the last playthrough! But will you let us see you away for a quick second? Trapper. Just gonna say. Okay. Push the others aside. You already show promise as a prospective mate. I am suffering with a capital S. I am in Spain without the S. You already show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I'd actually like to get to know you better. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island. No one else knows about it. It's to die in. For. It's to die for. Am I supposed to find you attractive? My friends have very weird taste. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all my life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it'll piss everyone else off who chose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. The glitter around Trapper is the funniest thing. He does have nice eyes, though. I'll give him that. Oh yeah, and also that part about getting to know you better, that's important too, I guess. Everyone put down your appetizers, I'm bored and on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Declan! Yes, sir. Prepare a libation, something that'll impress our new guests. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we've got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan? Carla? I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know those two? Maybe they work on the other island. Okay, that's actually really funny that he just calls them whatever. You, Michaela, ready your mouth hole. What? Open your mouth hole. Shots. Oh, Eileen's got it on it. You miss completely. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched for my enjoyment of watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocky of the shift? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everything goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. There he is! Hey there, you're looking good, Michaela. Real good. What's up, boy? I know how it works! Even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. It's the fact that they all just look so pissed. Everything about this dinner is an abomination. From what is almost certainly human meat to the lack of manners, to the talk of dismembered parts, and these noises, everything is so vile I might throw up. Even Spirit's talking about number twos. I thought she was the classy one. Oh, well then, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out. Don't be such judgmental, sheesh. If I can feel shame or sadness, I might be experiencing both right now. But what I can feel is rage, and I am furious you just ruined the meal. I have a whole leg to eat. super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if it makes things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Watching people eat is gross. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there. Passing out like that? I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you, though. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up and brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificent, muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't also be thoughtful? Don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy killed by a boar. Get out of here with that garbage. I have to admit he is a little funny. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person. And right now I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. No, I'm not. Would you like to see it? No. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm ready. It sounds like a big step for you to share something that important with me. I want you to trust me when you let yourself be that vulnerable. Trapper stares at you, but despite the silence lasting way too long, you can't figure out what he's thinking. Only that he seems to be getting closer to you and the longer he stares. What an interesting response. We should walk down the beach a bit, perhaps put some extra space between us and these other uncouth monsters. Trapper turns begins to walk away from you. I'm assuming just follow him, because I was told before, do what Trapper says. You don't respond, you simply follow him, silently observing the sheer force with which he takes each step along the water's edge. There's one thing about myself I'd like to share with you now. A long time ago, when I was a boy who did not yet know the potential of his own strength, I fought a bear with my bare hands. That behemoth must have stood 9, nay, 10 feet tall, and it had to weigh 1,000 pounds at least. But after hours rolling in the mud with the beast, I finally snapped its neck. Then I carried the carcass on my back for 5 miles through the woods and hills to my home, where I washed its blood from my own wounds. I skinned it. For the next 2 days, I ate each and every part of that bear. For during our 10-mile walk on the mountainside, I realized that Formidable Beast gave me a great gift, and I owed it the courtesy of making its body a part of mine. That bear helped me realize I had nothing in this world to fear. No man, no animal, or monster would ever take me down. And I am reminded of that each time I stand by my fireplace where that bear's skin will stay for as long as I take breath. Okay. Isn't that incredible? Not really. The whole thing sounds a bit made up. Trapper looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever's there. But it's Dwight and Claudette. We still gotta get started on story time, so who do you think should go? Damn it, what's a name? We're going to pick Trapper. I just want to hear my story. It's a good one. And an old one, too. Here, I have returned. Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one and old one. This is an infamous tale about 2 young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish hunts, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other to do a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says that one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful, so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise the son's pal made about being more cautious. And when the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded stone-faced, "No, this is best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town that they'd all think he's weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path. So instead, he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they had dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it. Sound and odor wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried on Dark Wind's betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay. I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday you would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stopped in the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness, now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night, he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day, he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there until dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrels, and sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. Hope you're okay. Can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around." Before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb this tree," he said. "I'm going to make it to the top." "The hell you are. No one can do that, and they definitely can't do it by themselves." He had him. "I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid. He's afraid," replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. "Oh, forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see, I'm not afraid." And so the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they had ever had before. And they continued to climb, but whether they would have reached the top will never be known, because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie for him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. It was an accident. Tragic, for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, though, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. What about you? What did you think of my tale? Now that's a story. Yes, it is. Does he like that response? He's handing you a coin. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a bit so that they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dweebs are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we can really talk. Let's get away from this ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening and not dried. God damn it. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip, plus if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump in the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. Trevor looks surprising and relaxed. It's weird. Oh, okay, the small bubbles rising up from the water around him might have something to do with that. Look, Michaela. I didn't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know what a loser is really a maggot. Now, though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose. To scare everyone and establish dominance. Interesting answer. Trapper stares at you for way too long. It's like he's looking into your soul, but he says nothing. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time it becomes quite romantic, and then, as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me! I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me! Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding his cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of his little cleaver toss? You see how scared they both look? That was amazing. Serve the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Coin! Give me the coin! Ah! For how many things you listen to you can't sleep, you decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you. Trapper. Are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trapper tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a charmer. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear, or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. I hate it so much. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Clearly she has noticed you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on the book. Shh! Seems like forever as she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I stayed with the Trapper right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This is simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print. So it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously minor business types. I am. Not phony looking out for each other as an excuse to just being nosy types. If you say so. It's whatever, I don't care, bye. Okay, bye! Wait a second, where are we? Oh god. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living, for now. One false step and, well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the Chiron guy. This game is so fucking stupid. You might be the only person on this island I don't hate. This confuses me, but in a good way. I don't know exactly. Weird. Here's the only thing that makes me happy is watching someone fall into a pit. You didn't fall into a pit yet, and yet I'm not upset by this fact. Well, Bucky took like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you, but it's no tree. It's, hey babe. Off, man! It's not a shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. It's Trapper! You should definitely come with me. Obviously, remember, I have a beautiful little spot with all the delightful trappings of island life. I also have some actual traps, but play your cards right, and I'll warn you about them first. Also, what's great about my hideaway is that no one knows where it is but me. Not Hunters, not Wraith, not even Spirit. If they did, I'd know, and they'd be dead. Since you can see they are very much alive for now, it's still all mine. I know you don't have much to think about. Why would you? You can have me, a specimen so fine I can block out the sun, or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of, before you can decide if you want to go with the Trapper, Huntress interjects. I guess you could go with Trapper, but if you want the brawn without the dram, give this little bunny a try instead. I mean me, I'm the bunny, because of my mask. I love you so much, but we're doing the Trapper. I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go! Here we are in my beautiful cave, the only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome, please make yourself at home, but not really. This is my home, and don't you forget it, but please relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? Because it's a literal trap and I'll die. Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is allowed. Okay, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly, though, stay away from that cave entrance and don't ask me why. You got it? Okay. Now that I know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at the exact moment Tripster shows up. Hey there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking about this beautiful specimen over here. Sir? Why are you here? And I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think, maybe, actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, as I was saying, oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. So what do you say, Michaela? You want to find love with me? No. I'm not interested, Trickster, and I demand you leave this cave immediately. Why? I chose Trapper for a reason. And that reason is, it's none of your damn business! Trickster, since you've probably never experienced it before, that's what loyalty sounds like? Please, do you have any idea what I put my agent, lawyer, and personal stylist through? And they've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you want to know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping at the back of the cave as quickly and silently as he arrived. Hey, look at that! Conflict resolution without anyone getting slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Trapper's happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if he's if it's a happy smile or an angry smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of cleaver body spray is off. I hate it. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? Trapper's back, and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Fuck! Yes, man! The irony. Oh, I'm starting to like you a little bit more by the moment. Non-0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Well, do you want something to take the edge off, like a skull jammed into a spike? Sir, fill me the fuck up. You're damn right I do a proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite, not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by your enthusiasm. I've got my own bitch, it's fine. Trapper begins to chug the mystery drink, but before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement. There's simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach, though, which is obviously a very natural and normal thing to have happen right now at the exact moment we need to get you back to the group. Their stories checks out. You're frustrated, you and Trapper leave the cave. We had no choice but to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes to add drama. Aw, damn, was this a setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Ah. Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for Michaela. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Trapper can. Only an equal amount of hate, but I can offer you two things he can't. The first is fun. He is a miserable son of a bitch, even here in paradise. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. You'd be having way more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't. A family. I want lots of kids. Actually, I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me. Not that I think about it. Anyway, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me? I am loyal to Trapper! How dare you? I chose Trapper for a reason. I'd never leave him for anyone. Good answer. So good you earned one of these. How much money am I gonna get? Very well then, but I promise I will have my vengeance for this slight. No, she won't, but only because Trapper is likely to kill you before she can. I have to ask though, do you want kids? No. I actually don't. Why would anyone want kids? I have no idea, maybe for the backup kidneys. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Let's go back to my cave. What a relief that's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Michaela, or if you left me for a lunatic in a bunny mask. You probably would have hated the cleaver that came between the two sides of your body more, though, had that played out differently. But ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of money can buy that. Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches, and this time, I won't take no for an answer. This one's important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this. That looks like something a kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. Phone. What do you think of it? It's terrible. That is truly the worst sketch that has ever been made and will ever be made. No wonder you kill people. You're probably afraid they'll see your art. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see one soon, too. So long as things go well. Dwight cluttered her back at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, believe us, it's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine, I'm hungry. I could eat another horse. Another? Another like you've eaten one before? Or you've eaten a horse today? Yes. Yes to which one? Exactly. Had an interesting day. Okay, we don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing's not an option. Say nothing. What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that a real smile from Trapper? My god, this is terrifying! Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, and a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Did you have a choice on how you stated that? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, cool, now everyone's looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull step threat thingamajig at you. You duck out of the way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me. Sure. Won't get me to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Shut up, Trickster. Here's an action-packed yard for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group's interested. They lean in. I'm all ears, and I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. I thought it was Huntress talking for a second. You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap on the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole powering up my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good! Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Suddenly, I hear a telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, a giant of a North Toledo. He sounds sexy! Though I smelled something acrid from Archon when I hopped off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his beard. The story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding. Well then, let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes, and we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got in a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Come on! I gave up headlining at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh and you're ready to accept it. Who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? Trapper surprises everyone by immediately stepping up and unironically taking an orator's posture. There was a young man who loved his young wife, and the child they had gave the lovebirds a happy life. But one day, the couple went out for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy had only him. Some said the currents took her away, yet others said different. Pointed the husband's way, for the young man was fearless, cunning and smart, and he had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier, they'd say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her own dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbors only whispered, though, of a crime so great, for no one ever accused him, lest they meet the same fate. That was different. How do you react to the performance? What? No reaction? Really, that's your play? I'm nervous for you after that. I'm nervous for us all. Fair. I wouldn't want you to fake a reaction. Didn't see that coming. Give me Trapper. I'm glad you decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish haven't eaten in days. You arrive at the pool and find no one else in it. The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Trapper laughs. I have no idea. Now, do you know why I chose this spot for us? You're testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by cretins. Why would I do that to you? If I didn't know that by now, I'd already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You just keep managing to avoid your own annihilation, and I'm having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job staying clear of that fate so far. Actually, I brought you to the pool for 2 reasons. The first is to ask you something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Sir. Slow down, big guy. I'm not ready for that just yet. I'm still getting to know you. You have eyes, right? What more do you need to know? Doesn't matter anyway. We can't. I mean, we could. I know I could. But we're not allowed to yet. I can't tell you why either. You get what I'm saying? Yes, but no. Say no more. I get it. So I'll bid you a good night. Trapper leaves the pool with a big smile after the water inexplicably gets warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trapper. You never told me the second reason you brought me to the pool. Oh, yeah. The chlorine's great for washing off blood, especially in those hard-to-reach places. You know how it is. FYI, if you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it, I see those dweebs Doug and Claudia waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it. Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. It's like butchering, even if it hurts worse. Anybody... I'm sorry. I'm here, and I'm horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Rafe Poo. Please don't take this personally, it's just my opinion of you, and who you are, and what you're about deep down as a person, and how I don't like it. Give me something, you know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with, or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how. My last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You are just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. Oh, I feel bad! The only thing I can do is try to escape, or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Oh no. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. I'm using a walkthrough to make sure I get the right answers, because guess what? I've made it this far. I'm not sure what's happening. My goal in life is to hurt people and then kill them. For some reason, I don't want to do either to Michaela. Yet, this feels like witchcraft. Is it witchcraft? Probably witchcraft. At least there's still plenty of time for things to change. Lots of ways for Michaela to piss me off tomorrow. Still plenty of time. I'm gonna stay up for tonight sharpening my cleaver in case. Someone's in love. Damn it, bud. How do you select to receive the flowers? Trapper! For reasons I suppose I may never understand, you approach Trapper. Trapper, you have snared my heart. Trapper lets out an audible groan. There's no one here who I'd rather spend the day with than you. I can't say I blame you. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. To this island, maybe the world. I'm going to show you a day you'll never forget, and likely never recover from either. There's something I value more than loyalty. It's a rare quality in a person, maybe the rarest. But you are a truly loyal person. To reward your loyalty, I'm going to tell you something I wouldn't tell anyone else. If I offer you the chance to hurt somebody today, be very careful who you agree to hurt and who you don't. Everything depends on that. Also, I'm going to spare you the indignity of playing a stupid game talking about our feelings or accidentally getting yourself killed. Loyalty deserves that much. We've already had a chance to get to know one another a little bit, but I think we have some work left to do today. So I'm going to ask you an important question. Then I'm going to let you ask me one. What is it you desire most from this island? Power. I want to stand above, nay, on top of everyone else. Noted. Okay, now you can ask me one thing. What do you want to know? What are you looking for from a significant other? A partner in crime and maybe a business partner as well, which will also include a lot of crime. Excuse us, sir, but we have been sent here to remind you about the thing. You can't go to your special place until you handle it. You know, the thing you have already been spoken to about? Shit, the thing. Yeah, alright, I'll do the thing. Look, Michaela, I got in a little trouble. Apparently spending time with me isn't fun, as though any of this is supposed to be fun. You're on Murderer's Island. Why would that be fun? Why would that be fun?! But for reasons I can't begin to comprehend, apparently the other killers let their dates actually have some kind of juvenile wheel-spinning playtime, so I'm supposed to do the same today. If you ask me, it's total bullshit from a power-hungry boss who can't get out of his own way, but there's nothing to do. So you're gonna play a little game around this island. There are some hidden bear traps, a lot of bear traps actually. Some would say too many bear traps. Those are some wrong. Your job is simple. Spot them all, run around, sing a song, skip or dance or whatever, I don't care what dumb stuff you add to this. Just make sure you catch every trap. Got it? Good. Spot the trap. Whoop-de-doo, you did it. It was perfect. No, was I expecting it to be? If I'm honest, no. I wanted perfection. I'd have done it. If I wanted perfection, I'd have done it myself. Now I can go to my special place? Yes, remember to really have a good time in there. Seems unlikely, but sure. Meanie. You enter Trapper's secret cave. The water shimmers, casting long shadows along the wall. Don't forget about the water. I'm now going to take you somewhere I've only ever taken one other person. This is the most intimate thing I can think to do with another person that involves wearing clothes. Well, with clothes, but without murder. I hope you appreciate the trust I'm putting in you now. Trapper walks over to a barricaded section of the cave wall and starts ripping off secured boards like they're popsicle sticks. It's pretty hot, right? It's okay to admit it's hot. He's a rich, sentient piece of marble, soaked in blood on a carpet. This tunnel is important to me and my family. Would you like to see it now? I'm willing to see it if you promise not to kill me. I'm not going into a dark tunnel with you unless I have your word you won't kill me. Smart. Very smart. Okay, I promise. And I assure you my promises mean something. I am a man of my word. You prepare to enter the special mysterious tunnel, the secrets it must hold. The excitement is almost too much. What the hell? This is it? It's just an old mining cave. It's dirty, it's smelly, the rats are the size of wombats. Spending a single minute in here is 5 minutes too long. The Trapper obviously could not be more proud of it. I didn't even know he could smile like that. This is where I feel most comfortable, and I'm finally willing to truly get real with you inside these walls. Will you do the same with me? Will you share something real? Maybe something about yourself that you don't like to tell others? I'll do the same after. What do you want to share with me? My darkest secret is that I know everything about you, Evan McMillan. Everything. I know what turns you on. I know why you love this mining cave. I know what you did to the people you cared about, and I know what you do to those people who fall into your traps. And all of it turns me on. All of it. Also, one time I accidentally set my neighbor's treehouse on fire. The damage was extensive. Damn, and I thought I was weird. Maybe you should wear this mask, or better yet, don't wear anything at all. But patience is the best way to trap your prey. Besides, I owe you a dark secret too. My darkest secret is that I'd give it all up, the money, the power, even my physique, if I could go back in time and follow my heart. Once, a long time ago, I wanted nothing more than to be an artist, but my father refused. He was a harsh man who loved no one, only control. He did make me the man I am today, though, so it was worth it, don't you think? The world doesn't need another artist. You owe a lot to your father. Right? I know someone that agrees with you, too. Thing is, you can't become the most important person in my life without meeting the person who holds that position now. I brought you here to meet him, Michaela. This is my father. Hello! Good grief, he's an emaciated old man clinging to life by the thinnest threads in a mining cave. What the f***? This is the man, the myth, the legend behind the Macmillan fortune. What do you think of him? Is he okay? I don't know. Do I look okay to you, idiot? Help me, damn it! I've been trapped here for so very long. Right, I've been here for a long time. Or has it been forever? My dad isn't as strong as he once was, physically or mentally. I keep him here for his own protection. It's for his own good. You believe me, right? I don't believe you. He's not here for his own good. You're punishing him. Yes, I am. Maybe you really do understand me. I love my father, truly. He made me who I am, taught me how to be strong and ruthless in a world that only rewards power. There's only one thing I feel more strongly than my love for him, and that's my hate for him. And I hate him exactly because he made me who I am. Valid beans, my man. That's why I keep him hidden away from his many enemies who have long waited to exact revenge on him. That's also why I keep him like this, tortured and living in darkness. He's both a testament to my power and a living corpse who refuses to die on his own free me of his grip. He's still alive for now, though, so I want to hear what he thinks of you. I need to see if he finds you worthy of the Macmillan name and legacy. His mind is fractured, but he retains enough of it to judge people. This is your final test. Are you ready? Wait, don't answer that. You have no choice. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. And considering what you're about to do is really difficult, I want to be fair. So before my father asks you stupid questions, I'm going to let you ask him some questions. You should really have an idea of who he is before I put your life in his hands. I mean, our relationship in his hands. Ah, screw it. You must realize by now your life has been in danger every second you've been with me. You haven't? Well, shit, you're not very smart. Anyway, go ahead. You only get 3 questions, though, so make them count. What do you want to ask my father first? Where are you from? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? I would spit on you, let alone answer that! Next question! Do you have a personal creed you live by? You're nothing! Next question. Any advice on wooing your son? Can you give me any advice on what I can do to make your son fall in love with me? You sound like a maggot! No more questions from you! That was fun to watch. This time, let me call that the full Father Macmillan experience. I hope that was illuminating for you as it was meant to be. It was necessary, though, trust me. Still, I'd like to apologize. Usually my father is much meaner. He must be going soft. Maybe he's just saving his best, most honest self for his questions. Hey, Dad, it's your turn. You can ask Michaela anything you want. Answer right, and we can take things to the next level. Answer wrong, and, well, just answer right. Go ahead. Would you ever let someone stand in the way of what you want? Never. Good answer. What do you truly want from my son? A partner in crime. The same thing he wants. A partner in crime. Do you mean that literally or metaphorically? Literally. Good answer. Would you ever hurt my son? Physically or emotionally? Answer the damn question! Would you ever hurt my son? Yes. If I had to protect myself, yes, I would harm your son. Good answer. There's no way you can defend yourself from him, but good answer nonetheless. Now the final, most important question. Do you want to hear embarrassing stories about my son as a baby? Or you can say as Trapper goes into a rage, no, damn you, father, turning me into a monster wasn't bad enough. You have to embarrass me too, back into the darkness. No, I don't like the darkness. It's cold and the rats have started to unionize. I have a giant surprise for you when I get back. Huge. Now that he's gone, what do you want to do while you wait? Trapper returns, but he stands in the shadows where you can't really see him. I hope you're ready for a gargantuan surprise. That's definitely the smallest speedo he can possibly pull off without just getting an adults-only rating. I don't have enough liquor in my system for this. Then again, if you're really not an adult, what are you doing playing this game? You should probably say something. What do you want to say? The face! I just looked at his face! I'm in hell! Finally, why do you think I put up with 3 days of tedious bullshit for this moment? It's go time! I hate it here! turns out all of the lamps. Knocked boots so hard we woke up in an entirely different part of my private cave system. Yeah, that was good. Obviously, it was great for you, right? Yes, it was. Hell yeah! God, why'd you get closer? Trapper Michaela, the time has come. Return to the beach. You have no idea how close I just came to killing you both. You're lucky I'm in a very good mood. His face! Kill me! Welcome back to where it all started and where it's going to end one way or another. There's also a third way it can end, but you get my point. It's time to find out how Trapper really feels about you. Let's go. Now that we have shared the relations, it's time, finally, for real to be intimate with you. You know I want a partner in crime. Well, my favorite crime is homicide. The second is tax evasion. That's a good one, but it's a distant second. If you're going to be my partner in life, I'm ready to commit to you. I need to know if you're willing to kill someone to prove you're just as committed to me. Are you willing to take another person's life to show you honestly want all of this? I can tell he wants to break out his diamond thong for you again, but right here, right now, only this time for all to see, but that's not happening. If you want to see more of Trapper's dong, go to your freaky little websites. That does exist, guys, I'm just saying. Well, will you kill someone for me? Depends on the person. I am willing to kill someone, but it depends on the person. Perfect, because I have someone in mind. Dan and Cindy, get in here. Yes, sir. Trapper immediately kills Dwight, by chopping his head off. It lands in Claudette's hands. I hate when I catch his head. Oh my god, why did you do that? Do you want me to kill her? Her? No, that was for fun. Don't worry, they always come back the next morning. I still need her help, though. You, Charlotte. You brought him here, right? Yes? Good. Go get him. Go get my father. Shit's about to get real. Hope you've been paying attention. Claudette wheels in Trapper's father. He looks afraid. I told you I hate my father, but I can't bring myself to kill him, even though all I want is to be free of him. So I want you, the only other person I care about, to do it. Will you? Will you take my cleaver and kill him for me? No. Why not? I would never harm a Macmillan man. Oh my god. That's the right answer! I can't believe it. You've done it. You avoided every trap I set for you. You're either truly depraved or so unethical you're willing to pretend you are just to make me fall in love with you. You truly are the person of my nightmares. I think I actually love you. Oh, I made him cry. I actually love you. Yes, I do. I do love you. I want you to stay here with me forever. What do you say? Do you love me too? Do you want to stay here with me forever? What's happening? Is this really happening? Oh my god, it is. Do you want to stay here with me forever? Yes, I love Trapper. Oh, sorry. Yes, I love you too, and I want to stay here with you forever. Trapper chops off Claudette's head and hands it to you. Take this as a token of my love for you. This head and everyone after it. We'll bury it in the sand together. This is awesome. Let's do this. And also, let's do it right now. Let's get to it. Hold on a second, cut the lights, turn off the pinup art. It's you and me now. I know this won't make it up to you completely, but I want you to have this. Aww. It's a drawing from the personal archive of one Evan Macmillan. Yes, Trapper drew this long ago before his heart broke and his mind warped and his soul left to find some place more pleasant to reside. I think it represents the goodness that is in all of us, or at least ought to be, even in Trapper. Thanks for playing. Oh, I wanted to take a picture of Slutty Trapper. Well, that was Trapper's route. I'm so glad I got it done with. Not those achievements. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click subscribe if you want to see more of what I do. I'm hoping to complete the other trials as well. Also, you can hit that bell if you want to see more of what I upload. I'm trying to do this a little bit more often, and some support would be really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of my love and support, and I'll see you next time, my lovies. Mwah!